Well, the Grande Utopias are at the very top end of the speakers I've ever been able to use in my career in any of the mastering studios or recording studios I've worked in. And when you get into the sweet spot, you sit here and you just want to get into the music, you really want all the technology to disappear, these speakers are able to create a sonic image that's, you know, wide, tall, deep, and seamless. You never feel like you're working around a shortcoming of the speaker. They just create a sonic image that you don't even think it's coming from the speakers. It's just there. That's a rare trait. That's a very rare trait, and they do a great job.
As soon as I heard these speakers, I knew that this was something that could be used in a mastering studio. The Grande Utopia has phase alignment, adjustability. For instance, on the back, there's a crank, and the speaker is built with a spine, and so you can change the curvature of the vertical array so that you can get the mid-range drivers to focus in and be time aligned with the other drivers and focus right in on the listening position. This means that you're not fixed into one listening position like you might be with some other array of speakers.
My experience with these speakers have been just extraordinary. I think that they're, again, they've risen to the level of the requirements of a mastering room. And what I found about the Grande Utopias is that they really tell me what's happening. They allow me to make decisions based on my perception. And I feel that those decisions I make are very accurate. Every time I turn them on or every time I put audio through them, they sound the same. They're predictable. I know exactly what the presentation is going to be.
At this stage, mastering is the last court of appeal. It's the last time we're going to have a chance to adjust anything sonically. I don't want anything to slip by. So it has to be very full range. It has to be able to go down to the subsonics and all the way up to the top. The Grande Utopia certainly is a very full range system. I have no problem on that scale.
With today's HD audio performance requirements, you want a tweeter that's going to match the sampling rate and the conversion that you're trying to reproduce. You know, if you've got a pair of speakers that goes up to 16 or 18 or 20 kilohertz, and you've got a 24-192 rate system, you're missing some of the information. You're going to want to hear that. And Focal is looking into the future. They've seen the future of HD audio, and they want to provide all the audio that's there.
The Grande Utopia is really, they've done a fabulous job, the design engineers, of putting together a complex system that creates a very unified sound. We never have to worry whether an effect that we're hearing is an artifact of the speaker or is the nature of the recording. So we can just concentrate on our job and trust in what we're hearing. But over time, I decided for myself, the way I like to work, I want a speaker that really gives me the entire picture all at once.